Hi there. Welcome to January. My name is Karen M. Winkleman, the Life Crafting Guide, and you can find out more about me and the work I do on my website, www.thelifecraftingguide.com. Now today, I'm here to talk to you about January of 2015. I can't believe that we're in 2015. 2014 just blew past me somehow. It was very, very fast. So now we're in January. So we're in the first month of the 8 vibration. If you haven't already seen my 2015 video, I invite you to do so you get a little bit deeper understanding about the energy we're working in all year long. And that is the 8 vibration. So January is a 1 vibration. And the 1 vibration is about innovation, individuality, creating, leadership, and ideas. However, when the 1 vibration is showing up in an 8 vibration year, they become a real powerhouse together. Working together, they can accomplish amazing things. Just be aware that you may feel so driven, especially because we'll be starting the month in the Earth sign Capricorn. You may be so driven that you wind up moving from normal driven because you have a vision of what you want to accomplish into control freak, because both the 8 and the 1 like to control. You may be starting to feel like you know what's best for everyone. You know what's best for you. You know what's best for the world. And so you may find yourself falling into that trap. And I say trap because it is a trap. The only one who knows what's best for you is you. You never know what's really best for someone else because you don't know what their journey is about. So the 1 vibration is a wonderful time to create something new. And we're in a new year. So you have all of this creation energy happening in this month. You have the manifesting power of the 8 behind you. The only thing I'd like you to be aware of is that in January, we're going to go into our first Mercury Retrograde for the year. And that Mercury Retrograde starts on the 21st of January, which means that for 7 to 10 days prior, we'll be in the shadow of a Mercury retrograde. That's not a bad thing. Just be aware that if you're trying to create something totally new, out of the box, that you've never thought of doing before, this January is not the time to do it because you'll be in the influence of the Mercury retrograde. However, it is a perfect time. If you had something you were thinking of doing last year or in previous years, but you just never got around to it, or you didn't think the timing was right, or you weren't sure, if you are entertaining doing something that you had wanted to do in the past but never did, this January has got so much power behind it that it would be ideal to launch something like that. So instead of creating something brand new, go for something that you had wanted to do and just never got around to it. This may be the perfect time for that, okay? We also have a new moon the day before Mercury goes retrograde. So on the 20th. So what an amazing and magical day that would be to launch something from the past that you really, really want to do. And you'll have the power of the 8 energy for manifesting and the power of the 1 energy for new beginnings and creation and invention. So use it wisely. Other ways one may show up in January is you feeling like you're boxed in or hemmed in. And it's asking you to really focus on your unique self, your individuality. Are you trying to fit in so that you are accepted by others? Or are you shining your light and your brilliant freak flag so that other people can see you who you really are? So if you're feeling hemmed in or boxed in, it could be in a couple of different reasons. It might be internal power struggles. It might be you don't feel appreciated where you are. And it could be that you are refusing to step up to the plate and lead and be you in all your glory. So allow the one energy to work through you. As the other thing that we have this year is in February, we're going to move into Chinese New Year. So we're going to have another energy coming into play, which is so similar to the 8 energy. It's a little freaky. So this month, really focus on what do you want your 2015 to be like? Now, I know a lot of people do New Year's resolutions, and I don't. I used to, but I don't, because by the end of January, I've already blown most of them. So what's the point? What I started doing several years ago was picking a word to be the theme for the year. And I love it. It has been fabulous the way opportunities show up to help you embody the word that you pick. So what I invite you to do this month is to just take some quiet time and think about what would you like to embody? What would you like to create for 2015? What would you like to experience for 2015? Examples from my own life is one year, the word that I picked was trust. Another year, it was create. So pick something. They just told me that this year, my word is surrender. So you're hearing it first, because I just heard it from my guides, that they're asking me to choose surrender for this year, so that I am surrendering to the divine. When I say surrender, and when they say surrender, and when you're asked to surrender in that regard, it's always surrendering your will to the will of the divine and not fighting it. And since it's a 1 month, and 1 has ego as the shadow, and an 8 year, and 8 has ego as the shadow, surrender might be an interesting way to go. Let the divine guide, because the divine actually has a plan. So anyway, as you play around with this, picking a word that you'd like to embody for the year, and then writing it on a stone, on a piece of paper, something that is visible to you. I usually write it on a stone, and I have it on my desk so that I always can see the word and remind myself that that's what I am working on and allowing into my life. And you will have experiences that show up to help you embody that word. So I dare you to give that a try. The other thing you might play with is doing a vision board or a vision book. With a vision book, you can have a different page for each aspect of your life. And then you just keep the spiral book or 3-ring binder that you look at and see the different things that you want to manifest in your personal life, in your home life, in your health, in your physical body, in your work, in your career. So these are all different ways that you can approach that. Again, January, it's about new beginnings, creation, invention, and taking the lead in something. Since we have the influence of Capricorn at the beginning of the year, and will also be probably around the 7th, starting to move into the shadow of a Mercury retrograde, you're going to want to focus on things that are a little bit practical, because Capricorn wants practical and grounded, as well as maybe something from the past that you had put on a back burner. 20th of the month, we move into Aquarius, which opens the doors on all kinds of wild, wacky, unique things to come into being. But Aquarius also likes the technology, and Mercury will be retrograde. So just be aware that the technology may not behave the way you want it to behave. The end of January, focus a little bit more on being precise in your communications, because you will be in a Mercury retrograde. Back up your computers and double check everything. This month, allow yourself to create what your heart wants you to go for instead of following what your logic mind is saying to do. Have a wonderful month. Welcome to January 2015. I love you. I appreciate you. Rock your year. Thank you. So it is.